You need a connection between the parliament, the party, the executive, judiciary, and that's why we are there, to do that connection.
Wetaaga olutindo wakati wa parliament ne sec. So yensonga lwaki wendi.
But there's also a saying that says the best dancer eventually leaves the stage, and when they leave, the dance must continue.
Era waliwo enjogera egamba nti n'omunaazina obulungi akola ki amala n'ava mu ddiiro, era bw'aba avudde mu ddiiro amazina gagenda mu maaso.
Ate ekirungi wona musoga timu Kadaga ne yasize wona musoga so yokamba ina sente tibirikola bayidinala bakola ekyetagisa bayidinala bakola ekyetagisa.
The battle between Rebecca Kadaga and Anitah Among is still unfolding. We all know that these two candidates have been throwing barbs to each other. Recently, Rebecca Kadaga came out to say that he's going to defeat Anitah Among and that Busoga Team Kadaga won largely. But also, Anitah Among came out to give reasons as to why he's standing for this post, because it's influential. Remember, Kadaga has been in this post, I think, for 20 more years. Okay, and I think if it is the rightful democracy, I would wish Anitah Among to get that position. But also, since I'm a person for change, I would want Rebecca Kadaga to retain that position, because no one who deserves change would want a sober leader to go from those positions, because you never know, he may come on the table to negotiate. People like Kadaga this is my thinking, may want to put things better even within the NRM. Okay, but the reality on the ground, I did a video telling you very many reasons as to why Anitah Among will defeat Rebecca Kadaga unless Genome 7 intervenes. So in this episode, I've come to give you more about this context, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials you can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to say that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagari. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, Anitah Among, and on several occasions has come out to say that he's going to run for the vice chairperson position. A few days back, he came out with reasons saying that being a Speaker of Parliament, you must sit at the helm of the National Executive Committee. And he gave reasons as to why he's running for this position. Okay? Remember, Kadaga was won by Jacob Olanya. Later, Anitah Among proceeded to be the Speaker. Okay? And Anitah Among has been futuristic, even when he assumed the speakership role. First of all, he refused to enter Kadaga's office, because on the parliamentary building there is the office of the Speaker and the office of the Deputy Speaker. Remember, Jacob Olanya was the Speaker, okay, and he entered Kadaga's office. Anitah Among was Deputy Speaker, so he was in Deputy Speaker's office. When Jacob Olanya died, Anitah Among had to go in Jacob Olanya's office. There were some rumors that it is Kadaga who bewitched Jacob Olanya. Those rumors are around. So, Anitah Among refused to enter the Speaker's office for fear of witchcraft. Remember, there is that famous picture which showed Kadaga out of the shrine. So that battle started from there. Now it has escalated to running for the vice chairperson position. But for me, I think, one, if Genome 7 does not intervene, I did a video about that. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Anitah Among is going to wipe the floor with Kadaga because of the reasons I gave, and I can summarize them here. Anitah Among is in the office of the Speaker. He controls the legislature. He gives them trips. He gives them a chance to speak on the floor of Parliament. And those members of Parliament have influences across constituencies. Because even if very few members of Parliament will come out to stand with Kadaga, if I'm in Parliament, I would want some favors from the Speaker, so I have to vote for him. Secondly, Anitah Among has accumulated a lot of wealth. Some say wealth has been illegal, some say it has been rightful. That can be determined by the court. And she also has oily hands. He gives out money. And remember, most NRM politicians on the right press, they can even sell their mothers. So there is no way Kadaga can defeat Anitah Among. It will be very difficult. Okay. Before I proceed, I want to play a tape when Kadaga was giving out reason as to why he's standing for this position. Here's the tape.
Very clearly that I am only standing because I want to add value to the party. And I also believe that position is for a sitting Speaker of Parliament. Because you cannot be a Speaker of Parliament when you're not in the top organ, a top party organ that makes decisions for the country.
Speaker of Parliament
so for me to be able to make some laws that affect the country, that affect the party, I need to be in that sec, for me to bring what is in sec to Parliament. You need a connection between the Parliament, the party, the executive, judiciary, and that's why we are there, to do that connection. But there's also a saying that says the best dancer eventually leaves the stage, and when they leave, the dance must continue. So there must be continuity. And NRM being a democratic party which is built on the principles of participation and merit. And that's why I am participating. You're going to see the best and you're going to vote for Anitah. And based on that, I now officially want to express and declare that I am standing for the second national vice chairperson. Second national vice chairman or NRM. And I will take this position with humility. I will be a people's servant, and I will serve with all the humility, sincerity, for the good of the party.
That is Anitah Among. So you clearly see that he's determined. If Museveni doesn't intervene as he has always done, because Museveni has very many occasions come out to block people from standing against Kadaga and Alhaji Chigongo. Of course, by selfish reasons. Because if they stand against your deputy, you are calling people to stand against you. So if they want to pass sole candidature, what Museveni does, his deputies and those who are in SEC, he blocks people from standing against them. So if they don't stand against your deputy, who can come to stand against you? Okay, so it is because of self-interest. But remember, even Kadaga was chest thumping, came out to say that largely Team Kadaga has won in Busoga. And it can be true because Kadaga is a force with in Busoga. But remember, to win that position, not only your religion should vote, but other regions. In fact, before I expound on this more, let me play with the tape when Kadaga was saying this. Here's the tape.
Team Kadaga ne yasize. Unaona so yaka baina sente. Tibiri ko. Baidi nala bakoleche tax. Baidi nala bakoleche tax. Baide chiku. Ate ekite basibira ko. Ntimwe mufera makati fe tudabisa abantu kudoga. Ayi ngo bisoga nabantu abakulu. Abantu bali nga bategereza okusinga ibi. Bari kulingira bulingirira. Sora yo mutu ko batu bana Yaye mwebala ino mulaze muliyo tera Kadaga tali eka
That is Rebecca Kadaga. So first of all, it even shows weakness that you changed up about your region, because it's not a determinant in the neck position. If a person brings a battle to your doorstep, yet you've not brought a battle in his or her doorstep, you are losing, because you are stamping about Busoga, and it can vote for you because you come from there. But of course, even Teso sub-region is going to vote for Anita Mongo, and you've not made inroads. What about other regions? Running for that position requires a lot of resources. So the battle will be smooth, but also I think Rebecca Kadaga is playing on well. I think he's inviting General Museveni to intervene. He's showing that he's ready to fight for this position. But at the end of the day, unless things change, because in politics a day is like a lifetime, Anita Mongo is going to emerge as winner. Although I think since Anita Mongo has sanctions and everything and is a yes lady, as a person who wants change, I would want a sober leader in that position, because you never know, you're nearing transition, you may need sober brains and lawyers so that you can get a country. I don't see Anita Mongo sitting in that position. There is a chance for transition, and he brings out sober policies. Of course, you align with General Kaguta Museveni and family. Of course, that's my opinion. Do me a comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.